Happy Monday, everyone. This is Martha with Nature Niche. And this week I wanted to share a few fall blooming native wildflower species with you. Uh, Plants that bloom late summer through the fall are really important for pollinator support. Things like supporting the generation of monarchs that migrate down to Mexico, as well as bumblebees and they also provide great seed sources in the winter for our year-round wild bird residents.
This is big leaf aster, Eurybia macrophylla. It grows naturally in many kinds of woodlands. It has these really nice large heart-shaped leaves that make a great ground cover, and it only gets 1 to 3 feet tall. It does well in part shade to full shade and dry to average soil. So if you have a lot of dry shade, this is a great plant for you. It flowers in July and August, and they have rather large flowers for asters. It's pale lavender with the yellow centers, and the lavender ray flowers are fairly widespread. The nectar and pollen of these flowers attracts a variety of insects like short and long-tongued bees, butterflies, wasps, flies, beetles, and plant bugs. You can also attract species like ruffed grouse and wild turkey that eat the seeds and the foliage, and white-tailed deer and eastern cottontail rabbits will also eat the foliage. It's the host plant to caterpillars of silvery checker spot and pearl crescent butterflies. This is horsemint or dotted mint, Monarda punctata. It occurs naturally along sand dunes, in sand prairies and fields, oak and pine savannas as well. It does well in disturbed places. It prefers full sun and dry sandy soils, so it's a good choice for your open droughty places, although it can't tolerate competition from taller vegetation, so keep that in mind. It only gets 1 to 3 feet tall, and it has striking cream-colored flowers with purple spots that are surrounded by leafy bracts that are pink, lavender, or creamy white. The flowers occur July through September, and as a member of the mint family, the foliage has a unique scent as well. The nectar and pollen of this species attract honeybees, bumblebees, miner bees, plaster bees, as well as butterflies, including the federally endangered Karner blue butterfly. This species is a larval host for several moth species, and the foliage is eaten by adults and nymphs of several beetles and bugs. Chemicals in the leaves tend to deter mammalian herbivores. This is white snakeroot, Agaritina altissima, also known as Eupatorium rugosum. It naturally occurs in ravines, floodplains, and rich hardwoods, cedar swamps, riverbanks, and openings and along trails. It prefers part to full shade and average soils. That makes it a good choice for your deeper, shady sites. It gets 2 to 4 feet tall and flowers in July through September, and it has these nice flat-topped panicles of fragrant white flowers. It's one of the last wildflowers, besides asters and goldenrods, to bloom in the fall. It's easy to grow and it spreads readily. The nectar of this species attracts many insects, including leafcutter bees, halictid bees, flies, butterflies, and moths. And it's the larval host plant for many moth species, and it's eaten by beetles, aphids, and fly larvae. It's avoided by mammalian herbivores as the foliage is bitter and toxic.
I hope you'll consider planting some of these species in your own landscape.